At the point when it came to perhaps of the most widely announced outsider attack in contemporary history, space experts and researchers were absolutely ill-equipped. However, Oumuamua's arrival caught everyone off guard. In October 2017, Oumuamua, which has been speculated to be an extraterrestrial spacecraft, made a brief visit to our solar system. Researchers have been bewildered by its particular attributes from that point forward. Joe Rogan, a well-known podcast host, recently shared new information about Oumuamua. He asserts that this is not what we believe. What are the implications for the future of humanity and the mysterious return of this alien guest? See with your own eyes by proceeding to watch. The mysterious Oumuamua spacecraft, which made its first landing on Earth in 2017, continues to pique the curiosity and interest of scientists. Astoundingly, new bits of knowledge in regards to this puzzling astronomical peculiarity keep on surfacing. After being welcomed to the Joe Rogan Experience webcast, eminent Israeli-American hypothetical physicist Avi Loeb shocked the globe with his point-by-point clarification of why Oumuamua is certainly an extraterrestrial item and how strong powers are blocking research regarding the matter. Since Joe Rogan has gotten back with much additional stunning disclosures, the circumstance has taken a significantly seriously stressing turn. He cautions that Oumuamua isn't the least bit our thought process. Before we get into the shocking revelations that Rogan made, let us first tell you about the groundbreaking discovery made by Oumuamua. Scientific discoveries are similar to thrilling journeys that never cease to awe us with results that consistently outpace our most optimistic predictions. On October 19, 2017, for instance, the all-encompassing Overview Telescope and Fast Reaction Framework, DISH-STARS-1, saw a shadowy guest cruising across our planetary group. With an amazing 1.4 billion pixels, the Skillet STARS-1 telescope, possessed by the College of Hawaii and upheld by NASA's Close Earth Article Perceptions (NEO) program, has the biggest galactic camera on the planet. Its job is to constantly look up into the sky for celestial objects that move or change their brightness, including any comets or asteroid threats to Earth. Oumuamua, a mysterious interstellar object, was discovered by careful observation by astronomers who had no idea they would solve the mystery. Space experts had long guessed about the chance of interstellar items like Oumuamua, yet their hypotheses remained mostly speculative until this weird guest appeared. As NASA's Science Mission Directorate Partner Overseer Thomas Zurbuchen put it concisely in November 2017, we've guessed that such interstellar articles are out there for quite a long time, and presently, interestingly, we have direct proof they exist. Oumuamua's incredible speed set it apart from other space objects. At a frightening velocity of north of 25,000 miles per hour, 40,000 kilometers per hour, it has previously outperformed different planets in our planetary group. However, the most intriguing aspect of Oumuamua's journey had yet to be discovered. Oumuamua effectively finished a slingshot move around the Sun on September 9, 2017, going at a frightening 196,000 miles per hour, 87.3 kilometers per second. To place it into setting, having seen it firsthand, this unbelievable speed asked many inquiries and left little space for suspicion. Space offices from everywhere the world dashed to have their telescopes prepared to inspect Oumuamua's circle, splendor, and variety after it was first seen. As researchers dove into Oumuamua's characteristics, even the exceptionally huge telescope of the European Southern Observatory, ESO, in Chile joined the adaptive request. Meanwhile, SETI establishment researchers began checking the article's possible radio discharges. It makes one wonder, for what reason is Oumuamua the name of this interstellar guest? When it entered our solar system, its surface did not bear its name prominently. Instead of considering it that, the space experts who made the disclosure gave it the Hawaiian name Oumuamua, and that signifies, guest from a far distance. The vast distance this mysterious object has traveled is perfectly reflected in this moniker. In any case, cosmologists were additionally drawn in by the article's appearance. Oumuamua's long, rocky, cigar-shaped body, which was adorned with a reddish color, came to light upon closer examination. In addition, precise measurements revealed that Oumuamua had a startling length of 400 meters, or approximately 1,300 feet, roughly 10 times longer than it was wide. This unconventional shape remained in sharp differentiation to the generally round space protests that are normal in our planetary group. It added to the secret encompassing Oumuamua's personality, as it was just a single piece of its particular blend of qualities. What different characteristics made Oumuamua extraordinary? Oumuamua caught the attention of astronomers right away because it appeared to be a stony object moving through the vast interstellar distance from the outside. What truly stirred their advantage, however, were the bizarre attributes this extraterrestrial guest showed. Oumuamua has been in the news since it was found due to special characteristics, starting with its mind-boggling speed. As it advanced past the Sun, it arrived at a speed that had just at any point been found in sci-fi, captivating the two cosmologists and space fans. Nonetheless, Oumuamua's speed isn't the main exceptional element of its movement. Oumuamua appeared to be experiencing a non-gravitational acceleration, making it appear as though it was immune to the Sun's gravitational pull, which scientists discovered upon closer examination. It was surprising how effectively it took a different path when it passed by the Sun, as though it were challenging gravity. Envision the scene, researchers observing enthusiastically as Oumuamua immediately sped past the Sun, realizing that it would obediently follow the still up in the air by the Sun's gravitational force. Incredibly, Oumuamua, be that as it may, made a little diversion, wandering from its planned course by a small part while acquiring speed. Just an outside power could be liable for a particularly surprising shift in course. As a result, what might be causing this fascinating effect? Oumuamua stood out not only because of its unusual movements but also because of its distinctive shape. The interstellar object was 260 feet tall and between 880 yards and 2,600 feet long, making it unusual in size and appearance. In any case, that is not all. Oumuamua likewise had a strange lighting design. Each 7.3 hours, its splendor would vary incredibly, going from outrageous brightness to low brilliance. This revelation uncovers one more astonishing component of Oumuamua. As well as going through space, it is additionally tumbling and pivoting on its short hub. Things begin to get interesting at this point. Oumuamua's ability to spin and fall without breaking suggests that its material is probably much stronger and more durable than the fragile snow that makes up most comets. Furthermore, the item's dark red variety requests notice. Various moons in the furthest districts of our nearby planet group share a similar variety, practically speaking, which is possible because of radiation harm to their organic ice. Albeit this hypothesis could make sense of Oumuamua's shading, Karen Meach of the Foundation for Cosmology in Hawaii proposes an elective clarification: iron could be the reason for the dim red tone. Together, these captivating parts make Oumuamua's particular embroidered artwork. Joe Rogan puts it so well: the peculiar characteristics exhibited by this interstellar visitor may provide important new information on the nature of life in other star systems. We should initially explore the article's beginnings prior to endeavoring to comprehend Joe Rogan's demand that Oumuamua isn't what it appears. From where was Oumuamua inferred? As researchers endeavor to get a handle on the secret inestimable guest, numerous vulnerabilities remain. Despite its obvious interplanetary nature, its origin remains one of the greatest scientific mysteries of our time. Oumuamua was thought to have come from Vega, also known as Alpha Lyrae, a star in the Lyra constellation with a bright light. Considering that Vega is known to contain trash plates, it very well may be a potential wellspring of Oumuamua. Cosmologists gauge that Oumuamua's outing to our nearby planet group would have required a fantastic 600,000 years, assuming it had genuinely come from Vega. Yet, new data has raised doubt about the legitimacy of the Vega hypothesis. We can now zero in on different choices, as the possibility that Oumuamua began from Vega has been disproved by a direction change. There are a number of options. Some even recommend that Oumuamua has been traversing our system for billions of years. This would involve going more than 20,000 star frameworks north of a huge number of years. Even though this seems like a very long time, our galaxy's estimated 10 billion years of existence, during which 200 billion stars formed, are nothing compared to it. Cosmologists derive that Oumuamua's gathering with our planetary group might be its most memorable cooperation with another star framework, given the length of its space travel. This theory is supported by the fact that it moves past the Sun at a rate that is comparable to that of nearby stars. Researchers have meticulously followed Oumuamua's track back to a period before it joined our planetary group with an end goal to open the secrets encompassing its starting point. It was a difficult errand for Corin Baylor-Jones of the Maximum Planck Establishment for Stargazing to contrast Oumuamua's excursion and the verifiable places of around 7 million stars. Using data from the Gaia mission, which carefully tracked these stars, Baylor-Jones meticulously rebuilt their orbits. She did this by searching for hybrids or equals with Oumuamua's excursion. 4 number choices rose up out of this careful examination, every one of whose directions firmly paired Oumuamua's rewound course. Oumuamua's house is thought to be one of these contenders. In any case, pinpointing its beginnings is as yet a troublesome errand. During his stargazing endeavor, Baylor-Jones made an astonishing disclosure that reveals insight into Oumuamua's entrancing journey. He found that Oumuamua was going moderately leisurely corresponding to the stars in its astronomical area before it appeared to slingshot into our planetary group. This disclosure could flag the beginning of a new way to deal with settling the Oumuamua secret. Presently, to completely grasp the meaning of Joe Rogan's surprising explanation that Oumuamua may be a part of an outsider progress, we should examine a few extraordinary thoughts. According to Avi Loeb's theory, Joe Rogan believes that Oumuamua is not just a passing rock but a probe sent by an intelligent alien species. By expressing, it very well may be a spaceship from a long-terminated society, Loeb adds to the continuous conversation. He then, at that point, tosses in a stunning similarity: Oumuamua may resemble a working remnant of an outsider rocket that was available for use long after its parent star went wiped out. Considering how unpredictably Oumuamua's unusual ways of behaving are developed, this understanding probably won't be all the way not feasible. Take Oumuamua's peculiar form as an example. As per Avi Loeb, this item, which looks like a level hotcake, was presumably made as a piece of an exceptionally evolved outsider human progress complex innovation. In spite of the fact that its precise capability is as yet unclear, its exceptional characteristics lead to the supposition that it very well may be a functional artifact that has outlived its makers. Joe Rogan enhances this hypothesis, contending that Oumuamua may be a wise robot made by an undeniably further developed society. Nonetheless, the puzzling inquiries encompassing the character and beginning of Oumuamua don't end there. A shocking theory that defies conventional understanding is presented by Joe Rogan. He challenges the authority story by saying, it's anything but a stone or a comet, it's something totally different. He fabricates his cases on careful exploration, including input from physicists, stargazers, and different specialists. As per Rogan, Oumuamua probably won't be a characteristic article by any means, rather, it very well may be a piece of refined innovation utilized by an extraterrestrial development to explore new star frameworks. This viewpoint echoes Avi Loeb's theory and demonstrates a consistent interest in locating Oumuamua's extraterrestrial origin. Oumuamua also has a strange red color, which is another strange feature. Rogan suggests that Oumuamua's coloration could be the result of its artificial origin. Rogan says that the object may have gone through significant changes during its long journey across space, including changes to its color and texture, which could mean that alien technology is present. The curious state of Oumuamua is an extra wellspring of disarray. Oumuamua's extended, cigar-like structure defies conventional celestial body shape, in contrast to the majority of celestial bodies, which typically have round or spherical shapes. Rogan stresses that this odd plan could have been deliberately built for a particular reason. It could use its thin, elongated shape as an antenna or solar sail to capture and use starlight energy to power its journey. He adds that it may also be able to resist collisions with cosmic debris at high speeds thanks to its unusual shape. Also,